welcome to this week's episode of JPTV. This week I'm going to talk to landlords again, and I'm going to be talking about rent increases and when you can actually enforce a rent increase. So say you have a tenant and the tenant's got a 12-month contract and you've agreed the rent with them. For those 12 months, if they have signed a tenancy agreement, you won't be able to increase the rent. So what you have to do is, towards the end of that tenancy, do a rent check on your property or ask an agent to give you a free valuation, just so you can find out exactly how the market stands at that moment, and then you can establish whether or not you can let your tenant know that at the end of the fixed term contract you will be applying a rent increase. Now for us, this is very, very normal, and generally at the end of every fixed term contract or at the end of every 12 months we do put a 12-month rent increase in place. Now it's not often very, very huge. It'll be something like £20 or £25, just to ensure that the landlord is receiving rent in line with the current value of the property. Some landlords, of course, don't like to increase the rent because their tenant's been an exceptionally great tenant and they don't want to put anything at risk by putting a rent increase in place. And they're happy for it and they can afford it to just keep it going on the same basis. But just to be clear and to keep you in line with the law, you cannot put a rent increase in place until the end of a fixed term tenancy. So if they are on 12 months, you can't enforce a rent increase at the 4-month or at the 6-month point. So that's all for this week, and I'll speak to you next week.